Our final speaker before intermission is Drew Riebhoff. He's a 2010 Simpson College graduate and a self-described nerd who likes Doctor Who, glitter drag queens, and anything about space, so a wide variety of interests for Drew. He was our very own Mr. Leather for Iowa, and he placed third in the Mr. Leather International competition. You may know him as Holly Go Bite Me, Des Moines' premier bearded lady, or Duke LeSling, the sexy nerd of Boylesque. Drew.
Dates are important to us. We have dates we like to celebrate. Birthdays, anniversaries, every time Sherry announces she's going on tour again. We have dates that are more of a remembrance. Dates we mourn. When we got dumped. Death. Dates like 9/11. And then there are the dates that are in between. Dates that change us. I have that date. That date is August 8th, 2014. I'm young, I'm ridiculously attractive, I'm in my mid-20s and I'm a gay male. My libido rivals Ron Jeremy's. And as someone who likes to indulge in said libido, I think it's very important to be responsible with it. So I go for my quarterly checkups. On August 8th, I did that. Started out like normal, show up to the clinic, pee in a cup, take the blood, answer questions from the nurse about personal things that really belong in an eHarmony profile, like, do I date men or women? Am I a top or bottom? So on and so forth. You then wait the longest 15 minutes of your life. Now usually, the nurse leaves the room, says I'll be right back, comes, tells you you're good, and it's a good day. That's not what happened this time. The nurse leaves, and she doesn't come back. Instead, 2 new people enter the room. 2 new people I'd never seen before, haven't seen since. 2 strangers who had changed my life. Drew, your results came back positive for HIV. People talk about the world crashing around them. I can tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like you're on the space shot. Nothing but the whir of the wind rushing through your ears, the pit of your stomach dropping out, only instead of euphoria and happiness, it's despair. It's fear, it's panic, you don't know what to do. I remember the look on the nurse's face when she told me. She was looking at me like I was a wounded puppy dog, dying on the side of the road. They asked if I was okay, handed me a notebook full of information, including a little brochure thing that said, how to live happily with HIV. They asked if I was okay. I managed to nod a yeah, and I made it to the car. And that's when I lost it. As a gay kid growing up in small town Iowa in the 90s, on the cusp at the end of the AIDS epidemic, HIV was something we were ingrained to fear. It was a death sentence. And I always told myself I would kill myself if I got HIV. At that point, I'd be damaged goods. I was worthless, disgusting. I was too stupid to be smart enough to wear a condom. If I had HIV, what else did I have? I couldn't let mom or dad know. They'd freak out. They wouldn't know what to do. I was trash. I was unwanted, unlovable. I was an HIV positive faggot. And I would rather die than let anyone else know about this. And so I shut down for a few weeks. Went into a shell. I lived in denial, every day waking up, going to bed, praying, begging to whoever that this was a dream. That I was gonna wake up, I was gonna be fine, and it was gonna be some movie and I'd be okay. That wasn't the case. So I went to work, went about my business, smiled, pretended to be happy. All the time this was eating away at me, eating me on the inside. People expect you to be angry when you find out you're HIV positive, because obviously someone gave this to you, someone knowingly infected you with this disease. But I didn't know if that was true. And I made that choice. I made the choice to partake in irresponsible behavior that I knew this could happen. I felt guilt. Disgusting amounts of guilt, because I had people beg me all the time, Drew, be responsible. Drew, don't that. Drew, you are smarter than that. And it happened. Apparently I wasn't. And now I was living with it every day for the rest of my life. But here's the reality. I'm not dying. I take my daily medications, and I'm now known as what's HIV positive undetectable, meaning the virus is so limited in my system that it's nearly impossible for me to transfer the disease to someone else. So, as long as I eat healthy, exercise, don't smoke, don't drink, don't go tanning, don't do anything that every one of you normal, negative people should do, I'll get to live to the ripe old age of when I'm cryogenically frozen and hanging out with Walt Disney. And while that's all great and dandy, what being HIV positive doesn't help with is dating. Yeah, exactly. Dating sucks for everyone. But instead of you straight people out there who just have to hit on someone and either get told a yes or no, I first have to be, is he gay or straight? Because between the heterosexuals and the hipsters, sometimes it's hard to tell. And then it's the, does he like me? Does he not like me? Did I wear the right thing? Did I say the right thing? It spent 10 minutes. He hasn't texted back. Did I say the wrong thing? What's going on? So we have that. And then I have the, when do I tell him about my status? Is that a when we first meet announcement, a first date, a third date, or when we're moving in together question? It's tricky. And the thing is, I don't need to date. Like, I'm really good at being single. I've been single plenty of time, but someday, I want to grow up, and I want to get married, and I want to have 2 Rottweilers and a white picket fence in Sherman Hill. But the thing with divulging status is, it's hard. And to be completely honest, it is much easier for me to tell someone that I meet at the bar, or on Grindr, or Scrub, that I'm just looking to come and Netflix and chill with me, that I'm HIV positive, than it is someone I care about. If I don't know you, if you're a stranger and I tell you, great, you reject me, you say mean things, whatever, so long and so forth, goodbye. But when you're someone I care about, someone I'm looking to build something with, it hurts. It hurts a lot, and every day I see that hate. You see it on Facebook with the politicians and the stupid people and the religious people and everyone saying angry, nasty things about something they know nothing about. I have friends who have dealt with the same thing. And it's scary. It's really scary, and it makes you wonder, yay, I get to live just as long as you, but I'm going to be alone. Is it worth it? Do I want to deal with this hate? Do I want to worry every time I go on a date with someone that maybe they're going to tell me to screw off because I'm HIV positive? Is it worth it? And I started having conversations with friends. I had TC, who when I told him I was positive, he said, Drew, be positive, it's fine, we'll get through this together. And my response to him was, TC, I'm already positive, that's kind of the problem. I had Eric from LA, who speaks internationally about HIV education, who competed with me at IML, who said, Drew, I could showgirl everyone in that contest except for you. I love you too much. And then I had Albert. Big, fat, dumb, stupid, straight as can be frat boy Albert. And there's some people here who know who Albert is, so they know how stupid and straight he is. We were having a conversation once, and someone said something asinine about HIV, and Albert said, do you know that actually HIV is just as easy to handle as diabetes? Which is true, just with everything today, I can take a pill and be just as fine as someone with HIV or chronic heart disease. And I was kind of taken aback. I was like, Albert, really, you know this? But between TC, someone who lives in Wisconsin, who didn't have to deal with this with me, Eric, who would throw pearls under every other person's foot but my own, and big, dumb Albert, who was willing to get educated about HIV, I realized that I wasn't alone. It may be that this whole time I had been worrying about how everyone else felt about HIV and how I was going to live with HIV. I was dealing with the problem of how I was looking at me with HIV. And that I did have people who loved me. And I couldn't be a good gay man without quoting RuPaul. And as she says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? Yeah. And so it's about loving yourself. And as I thought about all this, I thought back to when I got the diagnosis. And in Des Moines, we don't have that iconic HIV figure, if you will. There's not someone I could think of to turn to go and be, I need help, I don't know what to do, I'm freaking out, help me, I'm scared, I'm crazy, I don't know what to do. And I didn't want that for the next guy, the next 100 guy. I don't want that for anyone. I love myself enough now to be able to come here and say this today. I want to be that person so that when someone else this happens to, they can come to me and come up to me at the bar or wherever, or Facebook message me or Instagram me or Twitter me or whatever they want to use anymore and be like, Drew, help me. I want to be that person. And so today, I have a new date to celebrate. Today is February 16th, 2016. And for the first time ever, I'm saying out loud in public, my name is Drew, and I'm HIV positive.